So next level of writer, what is print writer? So guys, print writer. So this is my print writer. It is the most enhanced writer. Okay, print writer is the most enhanced writer in Java. So let me open new Java file to write some note. Print writer. So it is the most enhanced writer in Java to write character data or text data to the file. So the main advantage of print writer is what? The main advantage of print writer is what? You can able to write any primitive type data, like any integer type data directly. So any integer type data you can able to write directly, any double type data, any primitive type. How many primitive types we have? 8 primitive types. So in addition to that, you can able to write some other data also, other text data to the file. So earlier if you want to write a like primitive data, so like if you want to write a double data 12.2 like this, you should have to pass this 12 like 10.2 or some double data or floating data or some integer data to the file. If you want to write, you should have to pass within the quote only. As a string data, you should have to write. But now, if you want to write any primitive type or any non-primitive type data also, like you can able to directly write by using this print writer. So what are the constructor this print writer defines? So what is the use of this print writer? Okay, how to use all the methods to write the character data to the file or primitive data to the file. So that's we are going to look. Okay. So very first is what? So first of all, it is the most enhanced writer to write character or text data to the file. So what is the advantage of this print writer? The main advantage of print writer, the main advantage of print writer. So this is my print writer. It is a class. Okay, so we'll write in the form of class only. The main advantage of print writer is we can write any type of primitive data directly to the file. So what are the primitive types we have? Like any primitive type. Okay, 8 type of primitive we have. So we can able to write any type of primitive data directly to the file. We no need to pass that data as a string. Okay. So simply, so if you see what are the constructor of this print writer, the print writer, it defines 3 constructors. So this print writer can directly communicate to the file. So this is my print writer. It will directly communicate to the file, simply string file name. Okay. So we have one file. This is the file with the name abc.txt. This print writer can communicate directly to the file, or let's suppose some file object is like file reference is pointing to that file. We can able to, so this file name, this string name will be the name of the file, txt. Okay, name of the file, or simply instead of that we can able to use file name also. So what is the second constructor? Second constructor is what? It can directly communicate to that file also. So file name or file also. File, yeah. So this fs may be the reference of that file. Okay, file fs is equals to new file and abc.txt like that. Or else this print writer can communicate via some writer object also. It can communicate directly to the file, or it can communicate via some writer object also. Writer w, any writer object. Okay, that like file writer or buffer writer. Okay, these are the writer object. So these are the 3 important constructors of the print writer. So what are the methods what are the methods this PrintWriter defines? The PrintWriter defines following methods. What are those? What are those? You see, let me java from java.io.printWriter. What is the class name? PrintWriter. Compile this class from this package, and let's see. You see, these are the methods PrintWriter defines. So in addition to that, 5 methods to write a single character to the file, to write an array of character to the file. So all the file writer method or buffer writer method, in addition to those methods, we can able to use all these other methods also. You see, so this is what to write a single character, to write an array of characters like that. These are the methods. So to write some other data also, Boolean types or other primitive type data also. So let me copy all this method and I can able to show you. You see, so these are the method PrintWriter defines. Flush method, close method already we have seen. So check error method, set error method, clear error method, like this. So like we are not, this method we are not going to use simply for writing operation. So we are going to use this write method to write a single character to the file. So here it is to write an array of character to the file, to write a array, you see, array of character. Then after that, to write a string data from particular range to particular range. Okay. So to write a string data directly to the file, to write a Boolean data also, to write a character data also, to write a primitive, other primitive integer data also, long, float, double. So one more time, character array data also. So here again this string type, object type. Okay, any object type. So you have a, if you want to enter next line, you have a println method also there. Okay, so these are the methods. These are the methods. Okay, so what is the difference between this print method, write method, and println method? Can you able to see? Observe carefully. We have a write method, write int, write, as well as print method. So the difference between these methods are, you see guys, once you write some data to the file, explicitly you should have to provide line separator here, new line. Yes or no? Whenever you are going to use write method, you may use \n or you may use new line method. Okay, so new line method. And whenever you are going to use print method, simply it will print the data, but it won't enter, like it returns the data but not goes to the next line. But if you want to read the data, write the data, as well as once you're done writing, you want to enter the next line, then go with println method. It will write the data and goes to the next line. Again, write the data, goes to the next line. So these are the difference between print and println, and these are constructor. No worry about it. So, am I clear? String data we can write, object type data also we can write. So these are the many methods of the. So all the methods we can see one by one for the PrintWriter. Am I clear? So please write properly these methods. So these are the write methods. To write a single character to the file, to write an array of character to the file, to write a character array. So from this range to that range, this is to write a array character, to write a string data to the file from this range to that range, like this, to write a string data. So this is the print method, to write any primitive type. And these are println method, to write any primitive type. Okay. So demo example for PrintWriter. So demo PrintWriter. So main method. Okay. So always remember that. So let's throws exception to the base class if the exception is raised, and import from java.io package all the reader and writer, whatever we are going to use. Okay. So what we are saying, PrintWriter can communicate directly to the file. PrintWriter can communicate directly to the file, or it can communicate via some writer object. Okay. So this is my PrintWriter abcde.txt. Let's say if the file is not there. If the file is not there, then let's see. If the file is not there, then this PrintWriter will create the file and it will write into that file or not. Okay. So PrintWriter pw. Okay, let it be. I will check Control S and will check. I will go to the current working directory and I will check, is there any file abcde? Yes, we have a abcde. Let me delete this file, or we'll create the file with some different name. Okay, let's try to create a file with some different name. So abc file is there, abcde file is there. Okay, abcde file is there, but not a abcd file. So if you go to the current working directory, you just observe, do we have any abcd file? No, we don't have any file with the name abcd. Let's see if the file is not there and we try to write the data into the file by using write method. So simply here, as of now, I am trying to write method only. So 100 I am trying to write. Okay, then pw dot flush it. So if you don't flush, it will not add it. And pw dot close the file. Okay, so we flush the file, we close the file. So let's switch. So Java C test.java, application name is test in this case. We'll try to compile the file. And Java, what is the class name? Demo PrintWriter. Let's see, compile the file. Go to again current working directory. Yeah, you see abcd, the file is got created with the name abcd 10/1/2021 and you see, so what is the corresponding, so for that Unicode value 100 for that 100 Unicode value, what is the corresponding character? D got added to the file. So it means whenever you are trying to whenever trying to write into the file, if the file is not there, so simply this PrintWriter will create a file and it will write into that file. Okay, so that is the main advantage of this PrintWriter. If the file is not there, simply it will create its own file and it will try to write the data into the file. Let's see what is the difference between write method and print method. You see guys, once we write the data by using write method, the corresponding character will be added to the file. But if you see, if you use print method here and you are trying to write print 100, what will happen? So the corresponding Unicode value for this write method will be added, but when you write by using print method, this corresponding 100 value will be integer value will be added to the file. Okay, like that. But you see, so it will write but not goes to the next line. So by using write method, we can able to perform write operation. And just run this application. Yeah, completed. Go to file, say yes. You see, D and 100 in the same line, 100 also got added. So for this write method, the corresponding character will be added to the file. But for this print method, so simply whatever data you whatever primitive data you are trying to write, exact that primitive data will be written into the file. So this is the primitive integer type data. Let's suppose you are trying to add some other data. Let by using write method, you want to write 100 value only. You want to write what value? Some other value. Okay. 97 you want to write. 97 means what? The corresponding, this 97 is the Unicode value for small a. But you don't want to write that corresponding Unicode value. You want to write that exact character, primitive type. So how to write? By using this write method. So here 97, the corresponding value is what? Small a. I don't want to write small a. This Unicode, like for this Unicode value, I don't want to write the corresponding character. I want to write this character, like this integer value. By using write method, if you want to write this integer value, we have to pass this value in the double quote as a string data. Then only this corresponding value will be added to the file. You see, now go to the file. Yes, you see, D100 and then 97, like that. So that is why this PrintWriter defines some methods which will help us to write the primitive data as well as non-primitive data. Every time we, instead of passing this data as is in the form of string object, so we can able to write primitive as well as non-primitive data to the file. Okay, so I want to write the data and want to println. So what will happen? This println method, it will write the data and it will enter the cursor into next line. So this time I am going to write string data here. Simply I am going to write the string data. It will write the data. It will go to the next line. Simply pw dot println method. Once again println method. Now I want to write a primitive data type like 100, so 76 I am going to write here. Okay. So simply directly it will add 76. Let's suppose in this case I am going to add some particular character. That character will be added like that. So like that we can able to use to PrintWriter to write any type of data, primitive as well as non-primitive. Just go to the file. You see, D100 string data here 76 and R. Is it clear? How we gonna use PrintWriter? So for character data, simply we are going to use to read the character data or text data from the file. Simply we are going to use reader and writer classes. But if you want to read some string data, some binary data, so we are going to use those classes, stream classes. What are those stream classes? Input stream reader, input stream writer. So those are the classes which will help us to read that stream data, like image file, audio file, video file. So as of now we are reading the data which is what? Character data. That's what we use this reader and writer. For stream data we will go for input stream reader, output stream reader. Okay, binary input stream, binary output stream, those are the classes. So here you see, for this, if you want to know what is the architecture and hierarchy for these classes is, if you can see, who is the supermost class? For every classes, object class is the root class, super class. Okay, super class or parent class in Java. So this is my object class. So for this object class, to read the character data or text data from the file, we have for writing operation, we have a writer. So this writer is an abstract class base. This writer is an abstract class, and to read the character data or text data from the file, we have a reader. Class. This reader is also an abstract class in Java. So this writer having some child classes. What are those? Output stream writer. So output stream writer, we have this class. So output stream writer write the data from the file. to the file. So this output stream writer having a one of the child, that is called file writer. File writer. This is the child class for output stream writer class. And one more child of this class, writer class. What is the one more child? The one more child of this writer class is, we have seen buffered writer. Okay, buffered writer, and one more writer we have seen print writer. So the print writer is the most enhanced writer in Java. That's we have seen. Okay. So what are the child classes for reader? So for reader, we have a input stream reader. To perform the operation for read operation, we are going to use input stream reader. So this is the one of the child. So what is the child class of this input stream reader? File reader. So this file reader, and the second child of this input reader class is what? Buffered reader. This is the most enhanced reader. Okay. So the most enhanced reader in Java is what? Buffered reader, and most enhanced writer in Java is what? Print writer. Buffered reader. So this is the architectural hierarchy, guys. This is the architectural hierarchy for writer classes. So you must have to know. So who is the supermost? The supermost class is what? Object class. The supermost class is what? Object class. This object class having these two child classes, and this writer having a three child classes, and this output stream writer having a one of the child class, file writer, like this. Okay, I hope you get it. So please write down this architectural hierarchy for writer classes, read and write, for read and write operation classes.